This tripod is rocking. Welcome back to How DIY and Save Time. And guess what? We are getting ready to be making some cookies. Now this base, you can add whatever you want. If you can't have peanuts or nuts, then you can put fruit. You can put chocolates, different type of chocolates, different type of things in this cookie. This is a vegan cookie. I make it all the time. I add peanut butter, I add white chocolate, I add walnuts, I add pecans, I add dark chocolate, I add semi-sweet chocolate. I add all of the things, and I'm getting ready to make it with you. I hope you guys enjoy this. Remember, you can make a cinnamon white chocolate cookie. You can make a macadamia cookie with white chocolate. This base is vegan and you're going to love it, and I promise you, you will make it and just start adding things to it and see that the consistency is amazing. So let's get into making these cookies. I'm just going to voice over. I'm not going to talk through the video. So I hope you enjoy and talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Let's get these cookies made. Later, gators. Hey my gators, welcome back to How DIY and Save a Dime. As you see, we're making cookies. So we're just going to go through all of what I have right here, and then we're going to get into it. I'm going to try to talk through it versus having to put the wording up, and I will do my best to put the ingredients on the screen in the video, because a lot of people don't watch the video and they look for the recipe. So I want you to watch the video. So in this video above, I will have the recipe for the cookies, and that way you can screenshot them. Okay, so let's get into it. So we have some brown sugar that is made by me, and that is 3/4 cup. We have 1 stick of plant-based avocado oil, butter by Country Crock. I have some Ceylon cinnamon, some Himalayan salt. I have about 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts, and I have 1/4 cup of raw sugar, just regular sugar. I have 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and then I have 1/4 cup of my homemade almond milk. I make that myself as well. Then we have some all-purpose flour, which is 1.5 cups, and then we have some Ghirardelli white chocolate morsels. So we're gonna get started, and it is so simple. You only need 1 bowl. You don't even need a mixer. You're gonna need a whisk, something to get it out and mix it with, and then you're gonna need a sifter. And this is the sifter I'm using to sift the flour. So let's get into making these vegan cookies. All right. You're gonna add both sugars, the brown and the white. You're gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of salt of your choice. Then you're going to add your stick of melted, not melted, but softened butter. Get all of that. We want to get all of that out. Now you're going to whisk all of this. Your butter is not really soft. It's going to take a little time, but I'm going to whisk it and show you how it should look. And it's like you're cooking with me, but I'm doing my best to not make the videos too long. I don't know what kind of music that was. So it's going to be smooth like that. All right, so you want it to look creamy like this, and then you move to the next step. Now here's where I like to add my cinnamon. And cinnamon is like the big hoorah for these cookies, and like I said, the sky's the limit. So I put about a good 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Then I'm going to add my milk and some vanilla, just a cap full of vanilla. Then we're going to mix this very well, and just mix it with this and get this all incorporated. Trust me, this is going to be easy. You don't have to worry about having eggs or anything like that, and you're going to be so surprised at how they come out. So yep, I'm going to just mix that just like so. And if you have darker brown sugar, it's going to be darker. I have light brown sugar, so yeah, mine's a little bit lighter. So that's what we have. So now it's time to sift the flour. So I put the sifter right over the bowl, just like so. And I'm going to sift the flour. And what I do is I usually put like half in, and then I sprinkle this along with it so the baking soda can get all within the sifted flour. And I did a video about sifting, the importance of sifting. So yeah, you want to just sift, sift, sift. And this is going to help get any lumps or anything that shouldn't be in the, see that? So now we sift it. And we're going to mix this well with the spoon, just like so, like this. Get all this incorporated till you won't see all this white flour. And then you're going to add the next things and we are done. It is that simple to make this dough. And just think about all the things you can put inside these cookies. All the things you can put inside these cookies. The sky is the limit. This is going to be a shorter video. So these are going to be the videos I surprise you with throughout the week that are less than 8 minutes. Hopefully this will be less than 8 minutes. If not, it'll be a video that comes out on a Sunday or Monday. So there you have it. So now we can add our walnuts and our chocolate. But because I'm making some with walnuts and some without, I'm going to make those first, put the chocolate chips in, and then add the walnuts to the next part. This is what you want the batter to look like before you add anything. We're going to put a cup of these in here. So, I meant to say a half a cup. I'm so sorry. I don't want to put too many, just enough. Half a cup. And we're going to mix these well, really well. All right, now we're gonna let this sit in the refrigerator for 30 minutes and I'll be back. So let's get this in the refrigerator. To make it easier, if you have people who have like an allergic reaction, take some and put that away. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting it to the side. And then the rest of it, I will be putting walnuts in. So this portion, I'm going to put the walnuts in and then put in the refrigerator just to make less work for myself. So I mix that up really well. So this is the white chocolate with the walnuts. And this is the one that has no walnut. So let's put this in the refrigerator and be back. All right, let's grab them out the refrigerator. All right, you can either make 24 small cookies or 12 big cookies. So it's up to you how you want to do it. So just watch me. I'm going to kind of separate them a little bit because these are the ones without nuts and with nuts. And I'm using a biodegradable parchment paper from Walmart, which I love. Reynolds is kind of high, so I started using the Great Value, which is pretty good too. So look for that instead of that white toxic stuff. So all you're going to do is just grab, I'm going to make some nice sized cookies and just place them on the parchment. All right, so there's 12. You want to make sure you preset your oven to 350 degrees, and let's get the ones without the nuts on the other side. Now I made these a little bit bigger, so I only have 8 and 12, so we lacking 4 of 2 dozen. Let's put these in the oven on 350. You're going to bake them till they get like a golden color. You'll see it. I'm going to show you what you need to bake them like. When a cookie is golden, you don't want it all the way brown because they continue to cook when you take them out. You ever took them out, you thought that they were perfect and then they got hard. So you want to take them out when they're less than perfect, way less than perfect, and let them continue cooking as they cool and they'll be perfect. But you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is going to be a long form video because I tried to teach you and not do it so quick. It's like you're cooking with me. So yeah, we'll be back when these are ready and I'm going to show you what you do after they come out. Guys, so this is what they look like up close. It's time for them to come out. You might say, oh, a little bit longer. No, you don't want them to get hard. So let's take these bad boys out the oven. I have my cooling racks ready. So what I do is set it on there for like the first couple minutes, and then once they kind of set and rest in the pan after sitting here, then I take them and lay them on the cooling racks. We're taking them out. Oh, I just popped my thumb in one. Ah! And I just set them here. But this is a secret from a friend who worked at Otis Spunkmeyer years ago. They said when you take the cookies out, this is what they do. Watch the cookies. You see how they like inflated, like got flat? And that's going to help them to continue cooking and not have air in them, because the air is what makes them get crunchy. So anytime you make cookies in the oven, you bring them out and you hit them on the counter, drop them, and then the little dome is going to flatten like that. So that's what they look like. We're going to let them cool and then put them on a cookie sheet, and then we're going to bust one of these open so you can see the inside and how chewy and how tasty they look. So continue watching. The one that I damaged. Now they still need to cool. So now I'm going to move the tray. I'm going to move the tray And I'm going to hold this and put the cookies on the cookie sheet and let them continue to cool. So I got my silicone thing here. And the reason I have two is because I'm going to put my daughter who cannot eat the nuts, I'm going to put hers over here out the way where they're not touching the actual walnut ones. That one was a little bit, but her allergic to the actual nuts is not it's not too strong, but we still try to be cautious as possible with it. So there we go. And then I'm going to put the other 12 here. So let me do that and I'll be back. So at this point, I'll let them sit for another like 15 minutes, and then that is it. That is how you make them. But I'll be back once they've sat, and I'll show you what the inside looks like of one of mine. And then that is the video. Please make sure you talk to me in the comments if you try this. Please also make sure you tell me how you enjoyed these videos and what is it that you like about my videos. Talk to me in the comments. I will talk back, but stay tuned for how they look. Keep watching. Guys, they are ready. So this is the one that was damaged, so we're gonna take that. So here's what I love when my cookie is a little crunchy on the outside and then just soft and chewy on the inside. If you like yours harder, let them, you know, stay longer. But I love a nice smooth cookie. I know that a lot of the morsels don't melt like they used to, like the peanut butter. The Reese's one does, but the white chocolate Ghirardelli don't melt like they used to, and I don't like that. I like to see that pull from the chocolate. But the chocolate ones I get from Aldi's, they do. And the Reese's ones like these here that I have, these do as well. These do as well. But for these to be so expensive, I don't know what Ghirardelli has done. It's just not the same anymore. It tastes the same, but the texture of how it melts is not the same. But this is a really good cookie. And let me know if you make it. Let me finish eating this. Hold on. Let me know if you make it, because I want to know how your family enjoyed it and how you enjoyed it. And I'm getting ready to put it in my little thingy right here, and that'll be the end of the video. All right, guys. Later, guys. See all the tasty cookies that one batch makes.